So, here we are, Policenauts. It's been a while. So, I kinda had to have a bit of a think about what to do, because health situations changed, not for the better. So, I wanted to try and find something that I can do on my channel. And I've kind of found that older games are less stressful and impactful. So for this reason, I've kind of decided that this is what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to be revisiting some games from yesteryear. And it's interesting because, like, this that is like at the beginning of Metal Gear Solid, at the Konami logo. So it's very bizarre hearing it on something else. In fact, something much earlier. So yeah, this should be fun. It's also one of the few games that supported the PlayStation mouse, so I'm actually going to be controlling this using my trackball, which is going to be, again, different. But I figure it's been a long time since I said hello to Mr. Kojima, who wrote and directed this. And given what he would then go on to do after this, I think this is like a perfect... let's see if we can actually do something. So with that in mind, I think it's that time. So, new game. Cool. Yeah, I had to test this thing, so of course, do you want to start from the new game? Yes.
大変長らくお待たせいたしました。ただいまよりポリスノーツを上映いたします。最後までごゆっくりとご鑑賞ください。
2010年、人類初のスペースコロニービヨンドコーストが完成し、人類の宇宙への本格的進出が開始された。2013年、コロニーへの一般市民の移住に伴い、数十万の移住者たちの治安を守るため、俺たち5人の宇宙訓練を受けた警官が選抜された。イギリス・スコットランドヤードからゲイツ・ベッカー、日本の警視庁からジョセフ・貞興徳川、アメリカ・ニューヨーク市警からサルバトーレ・トスカニーニ、そしてロサンゼルス市警から俺とエド・ブラウン。世界中の警察からえりすぐられた俺たちは、警察権限を持つ宇宙飛行士としてポリスノーツと呼ばれた。 俺はジョナサン・イングラム。30年前スペースコロニーのビヨンドコーストでポリスノーツとして働いていた。もっとも鉛筆事故で宇宙をさまよっていた俺にはわずか数年前のことにしか思えない。まだ生々しい記憶だ。妻や友人、仕事、何もかも30年前に置いてきてしまった。あの事故で過去を失った俺はこの汚れた街オールド LA でネゴシエーターまがいの探偵をしている。幼児誘拐や人身売買のネゴシエート、身代金の仲介、脱獄犯の逮捕などヤバい依頼ばかりだ。だが俺みたいな過去をなくした男にはそんな世の中の海がなければ飯も食っていけない。せいぜい腹いっぱいになるまで頑張るしかないか。さて、依頼人が来るまで何をしようか。この部屋には俺の過去を示すものがたくさんある。前方の壁には新聞の切り抜きや写真が。机の上にはあいつとの写真。どれも記憶の空白を埋めるものばかりだ。
So here we are. So a couple of things right off the bat. I really like that there's a full song to that. Da, 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 da. I think I'm really going to enjoy that little tune for a while. Two, we are named after a hand machine gun, the Ingram, I believe. Could have called ourselves Uzi, but that maybe been a little bit too much on the nose. And this is a fan translation because this has not actually been released in the West, so I am running a slightly modified version of the game. So it's the original Japanese audio cutscenes and all that. They've just done a fan translation on all of the text that is in the game. So it's gonna be pretty mixed bag. I think this is gonna be very chatty intensive. We have a lovely little mouse thing. Okay, so that's if I left click down there. No, that's if I right click. So Left click, system, change card, load, save, and options. Yep, left takes us back. So he mentioned we have a lot of clutter, so obviously lighter, cigarettes, cans, ashtray, gun, paperwork, photos, news clippings, photos, message. So I'm guessing that we got a lot of clicking to do, so let's start here. Let's look at you. This is a miniature of Beyond. Ed made it for me, Ed, and a couple of pictures on the wall. Okay, so over here. This is a picture from when I was in the LAPD. Me and my partner Ed were always together.
エド・ブラウン。俺の人生で最も信用できる親友であり、良きパートナーだった。
Okay, so Ed was a good partner. A replica of my badge from then is sitting on my desk. March 12th, 2010. That's another good point. The beginning of the intro was 25 years ago, so we look quite good for probably 45-year-old. Me and Lorraine were a happy husband and wife. I was in narcotics at the time. I was reckless with a pretty short fuse, and Ed was. Me and Ed had been good friends since the academy. We were a well-known team in narcotics. Ed was in bomb squad before he joined narcotics. There was a lot of terrorist activity back then. We stayed close when we were Policenauts too. I haven't seen him since my accident. Okay. So what are you? This is a photo taken to commemorate the selection of the Policenauts. 5 officers out of all the world's police organizations were chosen and trained. We were called the Original Cops, after the Mercury program's original 7. We're wearing ejection escape suits here. These are obsolete now. Back when everyone thought the orange-colored suits were cool. So, this is us. I was absolutely ecstatic, but Lorraine, she was against me going into space. Then I went to Mars. That was when we started to drift apart. That's Ed. He was chosen out of the LAPD along with me. He looks thinner here compared to the LAPD picture. Who are you? That's Salvatore Toscanini, who I've just murdered their name. He came from NYPD. Apparently he resigned from Beyond Coast Police after 10 years or so ago. Okay, middle dude. That's Jovis Sadlowski Tokugawa. And I've murdered another name. He came from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department in Japan. He's now the head of the Tokugawa group. That's Gates Becker. He came from Scotland Yard in the UK. I heard he's risen pretty high up through the ranks of Beyond the Police Coast. That thing we have attached to our chest, it's our Policenauts badge. I still wear mine around my neck. No you don't. It's there. So what are these? This was a newspaper article from when I was rescued from the EMPS survival ball 3 years ago. The headline reads, 25-year lost voyage, Policenaut Ingram's miraculous return. Oh. So, what's the deal? Did we get stored in cryostasis? 25 years of wandering, miracle recovery. Yeah, so what's been 25 years to everyone else? Probably a blink of an eye to us. I spent 25 years inside this thing waiting to be found. I've had cosmophobia ever since. I just can't go back out there anymore. This is a picture of me when I was a Policenaut. I'll read some of the article. Policenaut Jonathan Ingram, presumed dead after an incident during a spacewalk in an EMPS. Prototype 25 years ago. Has been rescued by the unmanned exploration vessel Propaganda. His miraculous survival is being attributed to the fact that he transferred himself into an equipped life pod that at the time of the accident and remained in cold sleep for the entire time. He's gathering attention as a living example of the effects of 25 years of cold sleep on the human body. It took over a year for my muscles to return to normal after I got back. Huh. Okay, so we're man out of time. This is a relatively small article in a corner of a newspaper. This is a newspaper article written at the time of Beyond Coast completion. It was written 28 years before the article about my rescue. So this is 3 years before it happened. This is a picture of Beyond Coast right after it was completed. The only thing they hadn't finished was the agricultural ring. That model Ed made for me is supposed to be the colony. The headline reads, "Long envisioned colony complete. New era for mankind begins." I don't know why I've decided to do this voice, but it seems kinda right. Here they point out that Beyond's location in space. It's an orbit around the L5 Lagrangian point, which I cannot pronounce. It's the red dot. Okay. I'll read some of the article. Base construction of the world's first outer space colony Beyond Coast underway for several years nearing Lagrangian. Point L5 was completed yesterday. The first wave of immigration will be centered around the scientists and the engineers who will spend 14 months performing checks and gathering data. Immigration is scheduled to be open to the general public in 3 years' time. Gives them enough time to set up all the life support and ecosystem, because I figure they're probably going to be using plants to try and generate O2, so you have to get an entire habitat thing set up. So what are you? This is a newspaper article reporting on the success of the first manned mission to Mars. I took part in it while undergoing my Policenauts training. It was written 2 years after the article about Beyond's completion. Okay, now that's annoying. So you got, like, the intro, 25 years, come back, and then we read an article that's set 3 years before the 25-year thing. And then this was written 2 years after the article of Beyond's, which makes it 1 year before the incident. Ugh. Okay. Are we in the picture? This is a picture of me encountering a Mars rover on the surface. It was sent to Mars with the Mars 96 mission. The newspaper is the paper of the CIS, the Commonwealth of Independent States. Headline reads, "Man walks on Mars, global collaboration makes history." I'll read some of the article. 4 astronauts, among them Policenaut Jonathan Ingram, of the collaborative Mars project between Russia, America, and Japan, touched down on the Red Planet yesterday. This new chapter in space history comes 40 years after man first set foot on the moon. Okay, so we was a police officer. We got training. We went to Mars. We came back. We started working on the Beyond, and then we get placed out of time by 25 years. Excellent. Are you the one I haven't done? No. Oh, me and Lorraine ended up separating as a result of all the time I spent in space. So it means it's you. This is a newspaper article about my incident that occurred during the EMPS spacewalk outside Beyond. It was written the year after the one about the Mars landing. Now, that's just a hokey writing. Is that like giant bottle and something? This is a picture taken during the test spacewalk of the Yuri model EMPS. It was a prototype police suit for use outside the colony, the successor to NASA's MMU. This image was taken from a camera aboard the nearby space shuttle. This was me and the Yuri as we were released from the hangar. That us. This is a picture of me taken around the time of the accident. The headline reads, EMPS prototype malfunctions, Policenaut Ingram missing. I'll read some of the article. A malfunction occurred in the Verma thrusters of the Yuri EMPS prototype during a test. Spacewalk of the device yesterday. The Yuri had been scheduled to be used by the Policenauts outside the colony. The EMPS has since vanished without a trace. The Yuri is equipped with a survival ball. But because an SOS signal can't be isolated, the chances of test pilot Jonathan Ingram being found alive are thought to be slim. The official test had been scheduled for tomorrow. 25 years ago. I remember what Salvatore said. Whatever you do, don't screw this up, Johnny boy. Everyone comes back home gonna be watching. There's still a lot of people opposed to the space development back then. It all happened so fast. Before I knew it, the 4 of them were gone. Everything after that's like a blur. Next time I opened my eyes, I was lying on a hospital bed. Okay, so what's this? This is a piece of paper with information on a client. I've been asked to look for their 4-year-old son. You just don't see many ransom kidnappings these days. It's safer for kidnappers to quickly sell off the victim's organs to organ buyers, and they're guaranteed to see the return that way too. I've got a bad feeling about this one. Okay, so this is our gun. This is my baby, the Beretta 92F. Interesting fact, the Beretta 92 is actually what Robocop's gun was modelled on as a variant. So yeah, this is like a really common type of weapon that you'll see in game and film being referenced. I think Riggs in Lethal Weapon had a Beretta as well. I used one since I was a cop. She's a bona fide recoil gun, equipped with a laser sight. Use special 10-round magazines with armor-piercing bullets. I don't carry her, so I can't go around shooting everything in sight. She's strictly for protection. She saved me ass, I don't know how many times. Ed used to make fun of me for the way I treated my old one. Okay, and badge. This is a replica of the badge I had in the LAPD. Really? That's all you're gonna say? What about you? This is an ashtray I stumbled across at an antique store. It wasn't easy finding one of these. You don't need an ashtray for bent cigarettes after all. Bent cigarettes are just cigarettes that don't produce any secondary smoke, which you light and simply by breaking off the end. I say light, but there's no actual fire involved. Okay, so you're talking like e-cigarettes? They work off a chemical reaction, and even the leaves are specially processed. They don't give off any smoke or ash and make a room more pleasant, but they're not my thing. The butts are starting to overflow. I guess I should empty it. Beer. It's a half-empty can of beer, probably with a cigarette halfway in it or floating. The only beer most people can afford anymore on this imitation beer. It sucks remembering how good a Coke one used to be. Your cigarettes. These are Muslims. I think the packaging more implies Marlboro, but not in the UK, because we've now got this thing where basically all your cigarettes and tobacco don't have distinguishing packaging, which makes it really fun when you go and want to buy cigarettes or get some rolling tobacco, because you have to ask for it and then they just can't look and go, oh, it looks like that, because they all look the same. It's really annoying. The only cigarettes in the world that still give off secondary smoke. I don't like the pure bent cigarettes you get today. These are mixed cigarettes, part conventional, part bent. The only brand I'd touch now is Muslims. This your lighter? This is a Bradley oil lighter, probably meant to be a Zippo. They're a manufacturer of the only lighter still in production. You don't need lighters or matches for today's bent cigarettes. Really going off on this entire artificial cigarette thing. But what are you? This is a pen I got when I was in the LAPD. I'm just going to tell you about everything that is on my desk. I will probably move on to the crumpled piece of paper next. The mayor gave it to me along with the award on the wall. Oh, that's probably the thing that I thought was a mirror. That's a pretty nice pen for the time. This is what I thought was a mirror. I was given this award by the mayor back when I was a cop. Me and Ed were the well-known team in the LAPD. You're not going to show it to me? Okay. Let's start going down memory lane. Oh, no. I was going to look at this crumpled bit of paper. It's a crumpled up piece of paper. It's a note from an old case. I'm not sure when it was. I had it stuck to the phone. Okay, so what are you? This is me and Lorraine at our wedding day. I was still a cop here in LA. Lorraine dropped out of the UCLA after we got engaged.
ロレイン、俺のワイフ。いや、それも過去のことだ。俺があの事故を起こした後、ビヨンドで再婚したらしい。今では他人のワイフだ。日本人とアメリカ人との2世。あいつにはどこか神秘的なところがあった。
Okay, so I remember discovering my rental tux didn't fit right before the ceremony. Originally had a black tuxedo. Those days, my life revolved around my job and Lorraine. Lorraine was like an angel in a wedding dress. Lorraine had her friend at a flower shop arrange her bouquet. Okay. August 24th, 2009. One day I'll never forget. What was the date again? Necklace? I still wear my wedding ring. Okay, you. This is a photo of me and Lorraine at Lucas World. December 24th, 2008. This is our first Christmas together. I've still got the watch she gave me. It's one of those radio-controlled types. It was the state-of-the-art for the time. I was a cop, fresh out of the academy. Lorraine was a student at UCLA. We met after her place got broken into by me to arrange the... nails? Look at us, young and in love. She was so naive, and the things she'd do sometimes. Okay, I think that's it. Okay. Never mind.
今日は運がいい。こんな早い時間に客が来るとは。どうぞ。鍵はかかっていない。
ジョナサン、久しぶり。
ロレイン。
そう、私よジョナサン。28年ぶりね。
今頃どうして？
私おばさんになったでしょ。あなたは変わらないわ。あの頃のまま。
ロレイン、なぜ今になって俺のところに？
許してもらおうなんて思ってないわ。厚かましいのも分かってる。でも頼れる人がいないの。あなたしか。
何があったんだ？
助けてほしいの。私の夫が大変なことに。
分かった。さあ、入って。
いいえ、ここで結構よ。あなたにこんな姿見られたくはないもの。
じゃあ、ロレイン、いや、依頼人さん。とにかく話だけでも聞こうか。
Okay. Well, this is going to be awkward. Look. That necklace couldn't have been cheap. Yeah, it's pearl. I thought it wasn't easy getting hold of pearls on Beyond. That's right. They haven't any success with cultivating pearls there. And the number produced on home continues to drop every year. Because animals are dying because we're in a climate crisis. Is that an Elise? They cost a fortune here. Yeah, but this one's a little old. They're all the rage on home, too. Ellie's changed the design of the bag every year while producing them in limited numbers, then destroys all the originals. That's why they're so expensive, isn't it? That's one way of keeping the price up. Anything that's not used gets, like, burnt. Can they recycle them? She's wearing gloves. Lorraine. Jonathan, don't look at me like that. I'm 55 now. I'm looking at your hands. Please don't look at me that way. I want you to remember me the way I was when we were together. Okay? Please don't look at me that way. Yeah, we got that. I really got to work on women voices. Earring? You're wearing earrings. I know, I never liked earrings before. You can't expect people not to change over 30 years. Are they pearl too? Yeah. Did you just say all that out loud? That's the implication here. She's actually reacting to what we just said. There's another reason why pearls are so expensive here. Beyond strictly controls the inflow of goods from home. Yeah, they laid down their own special import regulations, haven't they? Even the price of foodstuffs like rice and wheat are astronomical here. Of course, that's partly because of how difficult it is to grow anything. If only they could just find a simpler way of importing food from home. I guess it can't be that easy. I could never afford all those luxuries. They're not that expensive, at least not for us. Okay, let's talk. Lorraine. Ask about her request. Why don't we get on to it then?
で、君の夫がどうしたって？
夫の北条健三が3週間前会社に出かけたきり行方不明なの。会社や警察に問い合わせても誰も取り合ってくれないの。
それで地球へ？
嫌な予感がするの。何かあったに違いないわ。
蒸発とかじゃ？
蒸発なんて考えられない。この地球ならともかくコロニーで行方不明だなんてきっと何かの事件に。
脅迫みたいなものは？
いえ、何も。まるで神隠しにあったみたい。
金目当ての誘拐ではなさそうだ。
Okay. Her family. Do you have any kids, Lorraine? I have a daughter. Her name's Karen. Beyond? What's Beyond like these days? Beyond's different. A lot different. You wouldn't recognize it either. Everything's settled down. Everything's settled down there. It's pretty much like an ordinary city now. Almost went Scottish. So let's ask about her daughter. Where does your daughter live? Karen is a news anchor on Beyond. A news anchor, huh? Oh great. We're already starting with the huh. She's pretty famous here. Okay. Let's talk about yourself. Alright, well, why don't I tell you about what's been going on with me? I've been working as a private investigator for the last few years. As you've probably guessed, finding work can be a bit of a struggle, but I'm managing. I see. That's good to hear. Okay, old LA.
俺たちがいたあの頃から30年近く経っているが、何も変わっちゃいない。本当のロスは北に移転しちまったがな。ただ、たまに今日みたいに雪が降るんだ。異常気象らしい。
ロスに雪が降るなんて。
例の地下鉄もスラム化が進んだんで廃止になってる。
ビヨンドの発展とは対照的ね。
ここは時代から取り残されたところだからな。
Okay, so it snows in LA. Work. On home, kidnappings are becoming almost as frequent as rapes and robberies. Trafficking people more profitable than drugs or prostitution now. That's terrible. It's surprising to hear about a case like yours these days. So your help? I need to hear some more about the situation first. Okay. So let's ask about Kenzo Hojo.
君が再婚した北条ってどんな人物なんだ？
北条は日系2世で、あの徳川グループの徳川製薬に勤める技術者よ。生真面目で勤勉で、とても悪いことなんかできない人。そうだ、写真持ってきたの。これが彼の写真よ。
なるほど。どう見ても悪人には見えないな。幸せそうじゃないか。
ええ。ええ。
さっきのイヤリングだね。
この写真預かってくださるわよね。
強引だな。
Okay. So, pharmaceutical company, so corporate type thing. Perhaps he was doing something he wasn't meant to. So, let's ask about the behavior. You notice anything unusual about your husband before he disappeared? All the years I knew him, he'd been your typical company employee. He'd get up, leave for work, then come walking through the door at the end of the day. Same schedule, day in, day out. Quite a change from my hours. But the past few months he'd become more unpredictable, you might say. Can't really draw anything concrete from that. You think he'd become involved with You think he became involved with something, though? That's my gut feeling, yeah. If there were indications of some sort of trouble beforehand, the chances of it being a ransom kidnapping are very slim. Okay. Nothing new there. Oh, this is gonna be annoying, but I figured we've got to explore everything. How did you guys meet? I moved to Beyond right after you went missing. After how much you hated it, I just wanted to be closer to you any way I could. I met Kenzo at the Nihonjin Matsururi run by Tokugawa. Nihonjin Matsururi? It's a festival for Japanese people on Beyond. So why were you there? I have Japanese blood too, remember? Okay. Tokugawa. The conglomerate reach doesn't stop at Beyond. They're essentially run space. And Joseph Sadowski Tokugawa runs the group. He's just as well now on home as he is out there. If Hojo's a Tokugawa employee, I suppose you can't totally rule out he was kidnapped. You could get good money out of that, I'd imagine. No one on Beyond could even think of messing with Tokugawa. They're too afraid of retaliation. It wouldn't be worth it. Okay. Clues.
ロレイン、君の勘だけではわからないな。何か手がかりになるようなものは？
北条から預かっているものがあるの。カプセル剤と葉の切れ端なんだけど、なんだかわからないけど重要なものらしいわ。
カプセルと葉か。
自分に何かあったらこれを警察か信用のできる人のところへ届けるようにって。
信用のできる人か。
ね、蒸発なんかじゃないでしょ。
So let's ask about the capsules.
どっちからでもいいが。それは？
これがそのカプセルよ。
何の薬だろう？
わからないの。
徳川製薬に関係するものだろうか。
これ預かってくださる？
Have we got anything? No, no. So is this, and we have a leaf. Okay.
じゃあもう一つのその葉の切れ端ってのは？
これがその葉よ。見たことのない葉だわ。
しかしなぜ半分なんだろう。
最初から半分だったわ。預かってくださる？それ。
Okay. So that's all that explored. So this is Hojo. I actually don't have that many pictures of him. I'm sure it'd come in useful. He looks like the type of guy Sadoki would get along with. Any idea what these could be for? I don't really notice anything unusual about them. You'll be able to get an analysis done, right? And the leaf? To be honest with you, I don't see how something like this could be that important. But if he went out of his way to give it to you, I suppose there must be something to it. I wonder what kind of plant it's from. Can you get an analysis performed? Capsules and a leaf. I'll have to get an expert for these. So do you know someone? You need to be sure they're not connected to Tokugawa. This is home. That won't be a problem. I think that's everything, because that's all filled out. That's all filled out. We've shown her everything. Okay, how do we leave? Jonathan, I think I'm being followed. Hold on, I'll take a look. It's alright, I don't see anyone. If there is someone following me, they must be connected to Tokugawa. They'll follow you all the way to a home like this. There's nothing they wouldn't do. Okay. Are you sure? Yeah, it's all in your head. Okay, so how do we... Rain. Why don't we continue? That's everything? That's everything. Maybe shouldn't keep looking. Maybe shouldn't keep looking outside. I don't want to find someone's really out there. Is it the door? Nope. Okay, so how am I meant to proceed? Oh, you best not wandering around this area dressed like that. Okay. Yep. You cut your hair. Yeah, several years back. I remember you liked my hair long, didn't you? Seems like a lifetime ago. No. No. Why not? Okay, file saved. Okay, not there. How do you say goodbye? They took advantage of the space development boom more than anyone. They essentially have the power to shape space economy however they want. Is there a second wave of Japan bashing going on there? No, it's just the opposite. Thanks to Tokugawa, the colony's economy is flourishing. But everything else is another story. Okay. How do we finish? Okay, so you want me to look for him? Please find him. You're the only person I've got. Any other clues besides what you just gave me? He had been talking about something lately, actually. If it turns out Tokugawa was involved, that could complicate things. Just the three of us, my husband, my daughter, and... Oh, it's just the three of us, my husband, my daughter, and me. My loving husband, a successful daughter, must be nice. Jonathan. Okay, so there's multiple. Please help my husband. Okay, so we've got to go a couple deep. That's repeating. She'll be 27 soon. She's still a single. Hard to believe you have a 26-year-old daughter. I am 55 now, remember? Okay, so that's repeating. And I was meant to go down a bit. Beyond will be celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. Things have slowly gone downhill over the years, though. You're always looking over your shoulder wherever you go, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I read you. It's always been that way in the city, and like I was saying, Tokugawa's influence is everywhere. You could practically call the entire colony one big business. It's the same with all the regulators. The laws are written to benefit the Tokugawa and the goods that they deal in. Everyone will tell you beyond coast policy is a major issue today. While the world's politicians are publicly declaring that Beyond is, as it exists today, pose both economic and security risks to outer space, at the same time they're clearly interested in cozying up to Tokugawa for obvious reasons. Okay, so we're looping there, that's good. He'd become angry and frightened. That wasn't like him. I've never seen him break down like that before. So you're saying someone might have been tugging him for some reason. He never told me what was going on, whatever it was. I'd say he's trying to tell you something with the capsules and the leaf. Okay. Forgive me, Jonathan. I couldn't have survived on my own. I was lonely. I wanted someone to be there. That's when Kenzo came along. They took advantage of space development boon more than anyone. They essentially have the power to shape space economy however they want. He never told me whatever it was. They took advantage of space. Clues.
その今預かった手がかりの品の他には
口癖のように言ってたことがあるの。プラトーに何かあるって。
プラト
Plato.
何かある
Deserved a musical sting.
何のことだろう
Litto. Plato. Could he have said Pluto? To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. We still haven't been to Pluto, though.
依頼の内容については君の話で大体分かった確かにただの蒸発じゃなさそうだ
ジョナサン、引き受けてくれるわよね。お金なら心配しないで。お金はドル？円？
待ってくれロレイン
Accept case.
ロレイン、即答はできないが考えておくよ。
ジョナサン、引き受けてくれるんじゃ。
悪いがしばらく考えさせてくれないか。今日のところは。
そうね。
すまない。これは預かっておくよ。
わかった。また来るわ。週末までビバリーヒルズのホテルニューローズにいます。いつでも連絡して。ジョナサン、私許してもらおうなんて思ってない。あなたの帰りを待ちきれなかったの。ごめんなさい。あなたが救出された時、私心から嬉しかった。もっと早かったらすぐにでもあなたのところへ飛んで行けたのに。それが言いたかった。
ロレイン、ここへはどうやって？
ホテルで車借りたの。クラシックな感じの。
そうか。
会えてよかったわ。じゃあ。
ロレイン、俺も会いたかった。もっと早くに。ロレイン、車から離れろ！奴はどこへ行った？撃ってきやがった。
Okay. Hey, okay. How do I reload? Oh, you click off the screen. Okay. Oh, that's not nice. Okay, so he's moved.
くそ、どこに隠れた？
I thought I saw some legs. Oh, nut shot. Nut shot. Okay. It's an alleyway. Goes back quite a bit. Okay. Enter alley. Okay, here we go.
どこへ逃げた？足の速いやつだ。それほど時間は経ってないはずだ。くそ、足跡が追えない。ここには雪が入ってこなかったのか。
Yeah, but you got this strange white stuff.
地面に何かこぼ
There's
れてい
some
る。
kind. Oh,
牛乳のような白い血。人工血液なのか。
okay, right. So obviously, aliens, white blood. In the artificial life forms, but also if you look at Metal Gear Solid 4 and Raiden, he had white blood as well. This blood leads further back. It's a dumpster. There's enough room for someone to hide behind it, or maybe even in it. Someone's placed some garbage bags next to it. Maybe it's full. There's a drum up ahead. Can't tell from here. How do I go up the screen? It's a concrete wall. Let's see. Up ahead, we have a drum. Can't tell from here. This is made out of brick. It doesn't look like there's anywhere he could hide. There's a dumpster up ahead there. Can't see. Yeah, how? Ah, advance. Okay. Where is he? More blood. He must be round here. Damn it, I wasted a lot of time back there. This was done with spray paint. It definitely doesn't look like blood. Ellie goes back some more. He has to be around here. Let me check some more. These are wooden boxes filled with empty bottles. They'd be perfect size for someone to hide behind. Looks like a dead end. These garbage bags have been placed next to the dumpster. They're made out of biodegradable plastic. Plastic has started to decompose. They must have been here a while. Looks like the bags are full of old food. Couldn't possibly be inside one of these. This is the dumpster I saw before. Jesus, I can smell it from here. Nowhere for him to hide there. He certainly could be in there, but there's something about it actually. Better be careful around here. Okay. Okay, let's advance. So what have I not done? Looks like one of the old building's air conditioning ducts. Okay, we'd have to get closer. Okay. He's losing. The trail stops here, meaning he can't be far away. This is the drum I saw before. Doesn't look like he's hiding inside. No sign he used it to climb elsewhere either. There aren't any bloodstains on it either. Lots of ethers. Son of a bitch, can't see. Matches up exactly where the blood stops. You're probably just an animal. Yeah, that sounds like an animal. What if we... Oh, bullet hole. Neat. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Found you. Ooh. Come on. Da, 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 da. More central mass. So... Oh no. Switching it up now.
なぜだ、手応えはあったはずだ。奴は不死身なのか。
It's Grey Fox. Okay, now got guns and roses. Welcome to the jungle stuck in my head. I'm not gonna let you get away.
奴は
I'll kill you.
それしか足の速い奴だ。しかしこの先は行き止まりのはず。地面に何か書いてある。
Yeah, he left a message.
これは文字のようだ。さっきのゴミ箱の落書きとは質が違うようだ。なめた野郎だ。挑戦状のつもりか。
Okay. It's concrete wall. I don't see anywhere he could hide. I don't think he'll hide in the same place twice. This wall goes all the way to the back. There's nowhere he could hide. There's nowhere to hide anywhere. Is he hiding in there again? You're gonna kill me, huh? So what are you taking you so long? Show yourself, asshole. Don't think you could climb this. The only place someone could hide would be that hollow over there. Uh-huh. These are wooden boxes here, though they're empty enough, though. Place there. Let's check the other side. More boxes here, too. There's enough room to hide behind these. There aren't any places to hide here. Can't see very well, but I'm pretty sure it's a dead end up ahead. Well, I won my bet. I thought there was going to be shooty sequences. Where are the real police? Oh, there they are.
くそ。
Do you want to save? Yes, 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 I do. Probably going to be a good idea to have a rolling save. Files saved.
Yukiが止んだわ。よかった。またあなたと一緒に星が見られた。会いたかったわ。この28年間。
ロレイン。
その時計まだしてくれてるのね。
時間にルーズな俺に君がくれたものだ。
私たちの時間は止まっていたのに。ジョナサン、お願い。カレンは病気なの。助けてあげて。カレンは。
ドレイン、ドレイン、
知り合いか？
友人だ。古い。
かわいそうに。ビヨンドから来たんだろう。
いや、戻ってきたんだ。戻ってきたんだ、俺のところに。
本日は ASL797 便をご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。当機はグラビティターンに移り、順調にビヨンドコーストへの軌道を飛行しております。なお、これより先は無重量状態となりますので、ご気分の悪くなられた方はウィンドウ脇の呼び出しボタンを押してお近くのスチュワーデスまでご連絡ください。
どうしたんですか？気分が悪いようですね。
宇宙は苦手で。
宇宙酔いですか？珍しいな。宇宙は初めて。
いや、昔事故で宇宙を漂流して、それで宇宙恐怖症に。
それは大変ですね。スチュワーデスに行って薬をもらったらどうです？コールボタンなら壁の赤いスイッチですよ。
いや、まだ大丈夫。
気を紛らわすには話すのが一番です。隣に座ったのも何かの縁です。よろしく。私はレッドウッドです。
ああ、イングラムです。よろしく。
I thought you was going to do that. What's this about his head and writing? I'm sorry if I'm being rude, but what's that writing on your forehead? This is my tag. All Frozeners have one. Uh-huh. These tags have been designed to prevent a person from being able to distinguish between them, but therefore prevents them from being analyzed and forged. I've never seen writing like that. Okay, let's look out the window. Remarkable, isn't it? An emotionless vacuum, silencing all but the thinnest of or tiniest of organisms. What's that crest on your jacket? This is the Policenauts crest. The Policenauts, they're from back in the day. Why is one of your hands strapped? The same side that your guy was bleeding from? I see you injured your arm. I just burned it a little. You wouldn't happen to bleed white? Purple hair. What am I saying? Purple hair. We got blue hair. Are you really surprised to see a Frozener? Oh yeah, kinda. Sorry if I've offended you. This is the first time I've met one of you guys. Just be careful when you're on Beyond. The people there don't like seeing discrimination against us. I'm not that kind of person. Get to know me. Ooh, watch. You don't see many watches like that nowadays. Is that a radio-controlled type? Yeah, this model is actually one of the first watches ever used in outer space. It's been modified into a radio-controlled watch. Okay, I would really like to know what that means. And there's his badge. I'm guessing you're a heavy smoker. Did you know that smoking isn't permitted on Beyond? I'm just trying to help my nerves. I'm not gonna lie. I'm surprised they let you board with that. I got pretty ugly, believe me. I do. I really wish you wouldn't stare at me like that. There's a button on the steward to call the stewardess and a button for the TV there. Okay, let's turn on the TV. Let's see what's on the tube.
こんにちは。ニュースオーダーの時間です。現在ビヨンド内でのナーク中毒者が急増しております。事態を重く見た BCP ではビヨンドでのナーク根絶を図るため特別チームを編成。ホームからのナーク流入ルートの解明を急いでいるとのことです。ナークはアヘンから作られる合成麻薬でモルヒネ型依存症状と LSD などの幻覚誘発症状をも兼ね備えた麻薬の帝王と言われるものです。宇宙推進事業団によりますと宇宙開発におけるナークの依存度は 30% を超えると報告されており、宇宙でのナーク中毒者は増加の傾向にあるとの見解に達しております。以上、カレン北条がお伝えしました。
BBC どこのテレビ局だろう。
今のはビヨンドのテレビ番組ですよ。ビヨンドコーストブロードキャスティング、つまり BBC ね。
Wouldn't it be BCB? Okay. Oh, cool. The stewardess over. Hello.
はい、どうなさいましたか？顔色が悪いですね。宇宙酔いですか？
あ
緊張なさらないで気を楽にしてください。
あ、ありがとう。
何か私にできることございますか？
Oh, great. Kojima, I'm now starting to worry about you. Your uniform is a nice color. It really brings out your curves too. Harassment. You may not know that we wear rubber undershirt too. Okay, I didn't need to know that. It helps prevent the muscles from atrophying in zero gravity. Okay. Contrary to its appearance, this is an excellent material for zero gravity. It doesn't feel very comfortable though. As long as it looks good, Okay, let's talk. Miss? Yes? Ask about Beyond. Beyond Coast, mankind's first space colony, was completed in 2010, which is quite a coincidence because there was a sequel done to 2001 that is called 2010, and it is a highly underappreciated film that's a good follow-up to the 2001 film. So, yeah, I wonder if he's trying to say something. Since immigration was open to the general public in 2013, the colony's population has grown to approximately 1 million people. Nearly 1/3 of the current population is comprised of second-generation inhabitants. SAS. You got SAS. The medical definition of Space Adaptation Syndrome, or SAS, is the symptoms one's experience during adaptation to zero gravity. It varies from person to person, but over 50% of people develop symptoms within 1 to 2 hours of entering weightlessness. Okay, I'm really opening myself up here. Normally we'd spend the night on the Earth orbiting space station and then travel the rest of the way in an orbital transfer vehicle. But this is a direct flight to the beyond, which takes about 2 days. In accordance with stricter space debris regulations, the plane doesn't eject waste out into space like before. So you won't get a chance to see any space fireflies like Project Mercury's astronaut Glenn or Milky Ways like Aurora 7's astronaut Carpenter. Okay, he's just nerding out on things that he's read up. Okay, meals. Space food has vastly improved over the years, and it's actually quite tasty now. Of course, I'm explaining this to you because you're the protagonist and you haven't been in space for like 25 years. So I just think I should give you the extra information. So, following the latest trends on Earth, we offer Japanese cuisine as well. However, because flavors aren't preserved very well under low air pressure, we don't bother using any exotic flavorings in our food. Okay. Passengers. We talk about passengers, they start with fuel tank. Okay. The fuel tank, which contains liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen, is considerably big, so there's only enough seating space for 30 people, including crew. Okay. Okay, so she hasn't got a lot. Body. Now we're going to talk about the ship or her. I've noted it's extremely quiet on board. The walls of the plane are reinforced with piezoelectric elements. They cancel out the noise from the plane by bending in the opposite direction of the vibrations outside. That's why it's so quiet when we were leaving the atmosphere, wasn't it? Arrival time. How much longer will it be until we arrive? We still have a long way to go yet. Just try and relax and enjoy the flight. Show Policenauts photo. You recognize this photo? Yes, I've seen it in textbooks. They are Beyond's original cops. You're going to Beyond to learn about Policenauts, are you? There's an exhibit on Policenauts at the Astronauts Memorial Museum. I'm in the picture! I don't think it's wise showing anything else. Although, have you seen this man in the photo before? Are they family members of yours? Okay. So if I show that picture, what do you think of this picture? Wow, she's beautiful. This is the photo of me and Lorraine from when we went to Lucas World, the one I had sitting on my desk back on the office. Never hurts to think ahead. So now we've shown that, so we established with that. Is she changed? Sorry, I don't know either of them. Okay, Medi-san. You think give me something for my sass? I think you'll start to feel better very soon. Take the medicine. Here is a Relaxaflex. Relaxaflex. Who makes this? Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals, huh? Thanks, here goes nothing. Okay, now I've got a flirt option. Kojima, you're very, very worrying right now. I'm gonna click it once, just to find out. If you're free, how about showing a stranger around Beyond? I don't know if that's such a good idea. Well, we tried. Let her go. Is there anything else I can do for you? Thanks for your time. You're welcome. Call me again if you need anything. I'm not looking forward to the flirt option. So now we're not sweating profusely. We feel a little bit more relaxed and zen. Let's talk to whoever we're sat next to, with the suspicious arm that's injured on the same side that we injured them. Do you mind if we talk? What is it? Ask about frozeners. What do you mean by frozeners? A frozener is someone created from artificially fertilized egg held in cryogenic storage by the government or the breeders, as some people call them. The egg is later transferred into a surrogate mother for gestation and delivery. Oh yeah, I have heard a little about them. There is still a severe shortage of manpower in space development. You should sound like... You sound like I'm boring you. Okay. You're asking about the writing on my forehead. All frozeners have an identification code like a tag, this tagged into our foreheads, surprisingly as it may seem. Okay, so what's your background? Your skin looks a little... It always has like this, yes. Why is your skin that color? Because my artificial blood, my red blood cells are actually white. You should really be ringing alarm bells at this point. White blood. I use first generation artificial blood, which is less complex than the third generation kind you see on home. Are you from beyond? Yes, I was born and raised there. I had a family matter to attend to on home. And yourself? Are you a terrestrial? Not exactly. I used to be an amphibian. You know, going back and forth between home and beyond. An amphibian? You were one of the amphibians? It was a long time ago, back when we were just called astronauts. Okay. So let's do the chitty-chatty stuff before we start delving into artificial blood. It might not make much sense to terrestrials, but beyond is a home to me. To be honest, though, I guess frozeners don't really have a home. Okay, so he doesn't want to talk about that. What about his job? First generation artificial blood. Are you military? Something like that, yes. I am a frozener after all. So what about that injury to your arm? Yes, what about it? Never mind. Beyond. You must be a pretty busy guy. No, not really. After all, space has been at peace the entire century. Okay, so he's looping. Beyond? Beyond is a very nice place. It has 1G artificial gravity and its own plant life. Terrestrials enjoy a lot there too. Why not try talking to the stewardess again instead of me? No, you're there. I'm happy to poke you. It'll be hitting its 30th birthday soon. There are festivals going on all over Beyond to mark the anniversary. Okay. Artificial blood. What does having artificial blood do for somebody? Artificial blood has a higher oxygen transportation efficiency than normal blood, so it makes heavy blood lose less of life-threatening condition. Okay, definitely playing into what's set up in Metal Gear Solid. The body's functions aren't negatively affected in areas of how low oxygen density either. Yeah, that's perfect for people working in space. So why hasn't it been adopted for widespread use? A normal person's kidneys and lungs wouldn't be able to process this type of artificial blood. You need to make a slight improvements to the kidneys and lungs for gene therapy. Okay, gene therapy. Okay, seeing some things here. And also undergo regular hemodialysis. That requires incredible amounts of money and the proper facilities. Yes, we can't really expect the public to be on it anytime soon, then. Okay, so he's repeating that. Ask about arrival time. When are we going to arrive? Didn't you just ask the stewardess? You know, I can understand why you're nervous. Beyond isn't that much further now. You look concerned. Well, I just can't seem to get settled down. Beyond isn't that much further now. Okay, just do it once more. Might not make much sense to terrestrials, but beyond is a home to me. Busy guy. 30th. There's a great number of frozenness on beyond. When I was talking about discrimination, that was in reference to terrestrials who go there. There's no discrimination against us on beyond like there is on home. Anything we're considered superior. Yeah, I can see why with that blood of yours. Why not? A Policenauts photo. Why am I not surprised? It's about as rare as that crest. You must have a real thing for them. Seem like an old-fashioned kind of guy. You could say I don't keep up with all the trends. I think, like, showing him Hojo or Lorraine picture. Well, less the Hojo, the Lorraine could be interesting because it's still me, and it's the kind of thing that I could see people doing, sharing photos. Is that your wife? No. Oh. So is she your girlfriend? That photograph looks really old. Hey, is that date correct? Yeah. Okay, so he's looping on that. Why not? I'm sorry, who are they? I don't know them. Yeah, I wouldn't expect you to. Something about her reminds me of the woman from that other photo. Guess the ages are too far apart, though. Okay.
そうですね。宇宙酔いも楽になりましたから。
何かあれば起こしてあげますよ。
それじゃあ。
Musical sting.
お疲れ様でした。当機は間もなくビヨンドコースト宇宙港に到着いたします。到着ロビーにて国際宇宙検疫制度に従った消毒殺菌入国手続きをお願いいたします。なお、ただいまジュースと食塩錠剤をお配りしております。フライト中に体外へ流出した体液を補給するようご利用ください。本日は当 ASL のスペースプレーンをご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。またのご利用をお待ちしております。まもなくビヨンド宇宙港に接岸します。
Why, yes I do.
ビヨンドコースト、天と地が一つに見えるところ。ここは本当のあの世、ビヨンドかもしれん。地球でのネゴシエーター特権もここでは通用しまい。一人で北条の行方を探すのは困難かもしれない。エド・ブラウンに協力を仰ぐのが賢明だろう。奴なら快く引き受けてくれるはずだ。エドはビヨンド警察 BCP にいる。奴も50代半ばのはず。ポリスノーツ時代からだから、きっと BCP でも出世してるに違いない。念のためにポリスノーツ時代の写真とロレインの写真を持ってきた。何かの役に立つかもしれない。BCP はこの宇宙港の近くにあるはず。まずはエドを探しに BCP へ急ごう。
Okay. It's a jumbo TV screen. It's showing the news from BBC. Maybe I'll watch it a little of the news first. They might have some new stories on.
.こんにちは。ニュースオーダーの時間です。ビヨンド内でパーソナルバーチャルリアリティ用のわいせつアダルトソフトを違法制作・販売していたゴールド映像の関係者3名と PVR に出演していた AVR 女優2名が検挙されました。調べを受けたゴールド映像では、これまで50タイトル以上もの PVR 用わいせつソフトを通信販売、年間50億円もの荒稼ぎを行っていた模様です。今回 AVR 女優までもが検挙されたというケースは初めてのことです。わいせつ AVR は手軽に家庭内で遊べることから、未成年への悪影響が問題沙汰されていた矢先のことでした。以上 BBC からお伝えしました。
Oh my. Okay. That escalator goes up to the second floor. It's a low gravity escalator. He's a spaceplane pirate. Active amphibians can adapt to 1G environments almost right away. What are you, arrivals? This is a board displaying information about spaceplane departures and arrivals. I can't get over how many flights there are. They look like they're waiting for a flight. It looks like they've only got a carry-on bag. There's passengers everywhere. Space is within reach of the common man now. It's the spaceport arrival area. These sorts of places never really change. Okay, so where do we go? As much as I'd like to think otherwise, there's nobody here to meet me. Can't make out everyone from here, though. These plants have been selectively bred and to photosynthesize artificial light as well as natural light. They're perfect for replenishing the colony's oxygen supply. Information is being updated constantly. Always nice seeing other life out here. Sadly, I didn't come here for a vacation. I should hurry to the BCPD. Move. Ooh. Ooh, that's interesting. Let's start with the BCPD, because we meet up with Ed.
よし BCP へ急ごう。
Whoa.
ここが BCP か。さあエドに会えるといいが。
Okay, those look kinda kick-ass. Are these police suits BCP uses? They look like something you'd take to war. They're police suits employed by BCPD. Says Beyond Coast Police Department. It's BCP's nameplate. These are the police cars they're using nowadays. They don't look any different from the ones on home. These are more my thing than the suits. Okay, let's go inside. Guess I'll head inside.
ここが BCP のロビーか。広いんだな。おい、あんた、何の用だい？被害届でも出すのかい？
Let's look at you. The cool girl, a staple of a modern society. You're not from around here. Wanna get away from here, baby? Real good price, I promise. Okay, that's the last we're doing with you. How about you? Let me guess. Undercover. I thought I smelled something. Let me guess. Undercover. Okay. What are you? It's a map of Beyond Coast. The place looks like some sort of control room. Okay. It's a BCP cop. He looks like the receptionist. Maybe I'll try asking this guy about Ed.
ああ、いいかな。俺はジョナサン・イングラム。地球で探偵をしてる。それで
Bob.
ビヨンドまでわざわざどうしたんだい？昔ここに勤務してたことがある。へえ、本当かい？ぶち込まれてたってわけじゃないだろうな。警官をしてたんだ。当時の旧友に会いに来た。なるほど。同窓会でもしようってわけか。それで話してみな。
Ask about security on Beyond. So how's the crime situation here these days? I know you didn't come here to ask me that. Whatever. It's been 30 years. What do you expect? They try to tell you it's a safe place and everything, but in reality, Beyond's the same as any major city on home. See her there? Comes with the territory. That's what happens when any large group of people live together. And when the city turns dirty, so must the cops. Just like Lorraine said. You know, I have a job to do here. No sympathy, huh? Of course, you're gonna get crime if you've got a million people living together. Theft, prostitution, drugs, murder, take your pick. The work never stops around here. We get paid next to nothing, too. It's been over 20 years since the place got started. Times change. AP does all the real work nowadays. They're the ones that hit the street. Old cops like me get the desk work. AP is BCP, period. I guess the EMPs play a big part of that. Not everyone gets to pilot those, though. People on home seem to think that we're all out whizzing around and EMPs everywhere. How much more are you expecting to hear from me? AP stands for Advanced Police. It's the elite unit the Chief created. It employs the latest EMPs as well as Frozeners. The AP unit's got a total of 30 members and 20 EMPs. I've got work to do, you know. The EMPs are the police suits developed by Tokugawa Heavy Industries and BCB for use in and around the colony. EMP stands for Extravehicular Mobile Police Suit. They're the things out in front, right? Yeah, I saw them. Those are the Goddard model. Each one costs tens of billions of yen, but price isn't an issue. We could never go back to the way things were before we started using them. Enough of the questions, alright? Frozeners? They're guys born from fertilized eggs. The government's got. Normally, they get sent to the military, but the Chief uses them in AP2. Yeah, they use that, well, artificial blood, right? Ed. I'm here to see Ed Brown. You know, the former Policenauts. Ed Brown? That's who you're here to see? Jesus, you came all the way from home to see him. He's down in the junkyard. The junkyard? Yeah, Vice. BCD's dump. He's in charge there. Vice. You said Vice? Guys like us have the BS work. You can imagine the fun they have. AP handles just about everything they used to do. I don't know why they still call it Vice. It's down in the basement, the cave, as we call it. The cave. It's dark, smelly, and weird stuff grows on the walls. That's what Ed does now. Okay.
助かったよ。その言葉は風紀課に行ってからにした方がいいぜ。
どうして？
聞かなかった方が良かったかもな。立ちの落ちぶれた姿は見たくないもんだ。
Okay. Can see beyond. It feels like you're standing inside a giant glass bottle. Move. Vice.
地下だな、風紀課は。
あんた、エドに伝えてくれ。早くやめちまいなって。いつまでもただ飯食らってると惨めだってな。
俺は便利屋じゃない。言いたけりゃ自分の口で言うんだな。ここが噂に名高い風紀課か。なるほど。優遇されてる部署とは思えんな。
Okay. So on the right side, we got a Meryl wannabe. Probably an Otacon wannabe. Let's look at you. She's quite a tall woman. Must be at least 6 feet. They don't look like the APs the guy in the lobby was talking about. Their complexions are normal. She's the biggest woman I've ever seen since I got here. Who is that? Something in my hair? He's eating a hamburger. I remember me and Ed used to hit the fast food joints all the time. You hungry for something? Don't forget it. Don't even ask. Yeah, they can't be APs. Now look at the burger. Scrawny little kid. Doesn't seem like the place for him. Leave me alone. I want to enjoy this burger. What's that? Looks like some kind of ceremonial envelope. And that. Looks like a note someone's written on. Doesn't seem like a place is moving forward a paperless system anytime soon. I think he's snoring in the background. What is that? Hey, it's a dartboard. I heard darts was originally invented by soldiers to pass the time. I can see why these guys would have one. A 2D wanted poster. I had no idea they're still using these. Feels as behind the times as the newspaper. A bookstand. That's a lot of paper media. I think I see why they call this the junkyard. What are you? Must be the boss's area, seeing as it's a complete mess. I suppose that cop was right, in a way. Well, logically. Is that Ed? I can't make out the face. Look closer. Yeah, that's Ed, all right. Ed, you bum. It's barely even lunch. Hey, Ed. He's out cold. Unbelievable. Wake. Yo, Ed, get up, damn it.
居眠りするにはまだ早いぜ。
ジョナサン。
30年も先回りしやがって。
ジョナサン。ジョナサン・イングラムか。懐かしいな。
エドも元気そうだな。
ジョナサン、よく来てくれた。ゆっくりしてってくれ。この通り俺の方は暇を持てましてる。そうだ、ビヨンドでも案内しようか。
エド、違うんだ。実は頼みがあってきたんだ。
頼み？
ああ、助けが欲しい。俺の捜査に協力してくれ。ロレインの夫、徳川製薬の北条健三という男がこのビヨンドで行方不明になっている。俺はロレインの依頼でその北条の消息を追ってるんだ。エド。
ジョナサン、すまんがそういうことなら力にはなれん。
エド、ロレインが殺されたんだ。俺の目の前で。何か大きな事件に巻き込まれたに違いないんだ。
すまん、ジョナサン。
どうしちまったんだよ、エド。いつからそんなふぬけになった？
頭を冷やせ、ジョナサン。この一件は我々の担当ではない。ホームの警察に任せるのが一番だ。
エド。
ジョナサン、BCP で俺たちのことを何て呼ばれてるか知ってるか？ジャンク屋だ。ここはクズしか集まってこん。後がないんだ。
昔のエドはどこへ行ったんだ？俺の知ってるあのエドは。
ジョナサン、お前の知ってるエドは30歳も若いエドだ。今の俺は違う。守るべき家族もローンもある。年を取れば勇気もなくなる。失敗も恐れる。権力にも屈するようになるんだ。俺はゲイツのように器用ではない。
エド。
俺はここでこの汚い地下で机にしがみついているのが精一杯だ。今のこの地位もゲイツの情けだ。
分かった、それ以上言うな。
デカ長がやらないんなら私が手伝うわ。
メリルがやるって言うんなら僕もその話に乗った。
お前たちバカなこと言うな。こんなことが上にバレたら終わりだぞ。
終わりって？デカ長、ここがその終わりなんじゃないの？
エド。俺は30年の間にいろんなものを失っちまった。ロレインも。だがこれで本当に全てを失っちまったってわけだな。無理を言ったな、エド。じゃあな。
なんてこった。あと3年だぞ。あと3年で無事定年だってのに。たくジョナサン、表だっては協力できんからな。
エド。
それから無茶はごめんだぞ。無茶は
分かってるさ、エド。 心配するな。
お前の心配するなが一番心配なんだ。それからメリルにデイブ、お前らこの件には手を出すな。いいな、この件は俺の個人的な問題だ。
了解で課長、手は出さないわ。
口は出すけどね。
たく、あ、ジョナサン、遅れたがこいつらを紹介しておく。メリルにデイブだ。メリルはホーム生まれのホーム育ち、元ハイテク特殊部隊フォックスハウンドの最後の隊員だ。あのザンジバーランド陥落に参加した。
道理で地球なまりがひどいと思った。
よろしく、ポリスノーツさん。
デイブはビヨンド生まれ、ビヨンド育ちのビヨンズだ。
よろしくジョナサン。エレストリアルは大歓迎だよ。ホームはいいものな。僕もホームの移住願いを申請中なんだ。
よろしく、メリルにデイブ。
さてジョナサン、どうしよう。とりあえず BCP 内を案内しようか。お前もポリスノーツだったんだ。興味はあるだろう。
Okay. So, you literally are Meryl Silverberg, which is a little bit worrying. That's quite a knife. It's a Nashiko combat knife. It's for my protection. I've carried it ever since I was in the military. No one would ever go after you. Okay. Is that a Maximum hamburger? They became famous after set up that so-called drive-thru for astronauts. I used to eat a lot of them at home. This is Beyond version 1G meal. This is my favorite food. On Beyond there are two types of packs. The other one is 0G meal. I like 1G meals. Dave wants me to try a carbonated drink on home. Things like carbonated drinks and beer don't taste very good in zero gravity, so they're impossible to come by here. Even when you try and get them shipped from home, they spoil along the way. Well, I've got to look at Meryl. You're really tall. You must get a lot of looks. Not really. I'm only 6 foot. That's taller than me. I was one of the smaller ones in the military. Okay, let's say hi. What? Can you put that knife away? I won't fight you. Sorry, what? Wait, did you say you like me? I'm not even gonna try. Ask about her. Why don't you tell me about yourself? That's a surprise. No one's ever said that to me before. Not in person, anyway. I'm mainly into bikes and combat. I like men, but not in that way. Of course, ever since I came here, half of me's disappeared. You can't ride bikes on the colony. Well, you can, but only electric ones. They don't let you import gas engine models. Bike's nothing without the speed. You wouldn't be that much without combat either, huh? Sorry. I'm not good at small talk. That's good. Her past. So you're in the military home? Why did you join? Everyone in my family was in the military. I guess that's why I think they kinda hoped I would. Why did you move to Beyond? I was in a special forces on home, but the way the world's regions were stabilizing and whatnot meant they weren't needed as much. There's no excitement in that. I was dying to see some real action. Then the government started using more and more frozenness. They ended up getting all the work. That's when I thought I'd try it here. I passed all the checks, no problem. But Beyond's the same story. All those bug-eyed albino freaks. Just my luck, huh? Ever heard the saying, never ask a woman about her past or a man about his future? Catch my drift? Yeah, a woman and her past. Ain't that the truth? What's it like working here? Advice? Pretty boring. Catching Johns and prostitutes with undercover stings, basic patrols of the colony, that kind of stuff. What do you mean, boring? There's a big area for prostitution in the center of the colony called Kabuki Quarter. Tourists from home like to go there for zero-gravity sex. We arrest them, then they get out on bail. It's an endless cycle. I don't like it here because I get sass since I'm a terrestrial. Why do they call it Kabuki Quarter? There was this red light district in the late 20th century Japan known as Kabukicho. There was an explosion in the number of suitcases at the STBO in Japan back then. Kabukicho was a hit particularly hard. So our friends packed up and moved things here. There are rumors Takagawa helped fund the place as a gesture towards his own employees. I'd never work undercover because of my build, so I'm always the one making the bust. I don't even say it. I get the guys from upstairs all the time. Might as well just flash our photo. You look so young here, Chief. That's where all this started, the Policenauts. Okay. How about you? You look like you should be in a high school or something. I'd never guess you were a cop. I'm 25. Think about it. I've been alive for a quarter of a century. I got some years on you, mate. Quit staring at me, Jonathan. Sup? Okay. So why did you become a cop? Well, as you know, I was born here on Beyond. I didn't know that. I've never been outside the cylinder. I became a cop because I thought I could get a transfer to home. It takes time for Beyonds to obtain an immigration visa. Sometimes years. It's not easy either. With all the checks they do, you're a lucky man, Jonathan. I'm a pretty ordinary guy. My interests aren't that different from most anybody's else. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm not good at talking about myself. You wouldn't do well on home then. Why not? You need to be outgoing if you're gonna live on home. It's not like here, where people develop a bond because of all the living on the colony together. People there, they try to make themselves stand out. You know what I mean? See, I don't get that. What's wrong with living a quiet life on your own? You can. I've done it, but it's a lonely path. We're not designed to be solitary creatures. You think so? I wouldn't want anyone getting in my way. What are your hobbies? What are your hobbies? I guess my favorite thing to do is building kits with a box of Maximum Burgers next to me. The PVC you can get here is made in zero gravity, so you don't get any of the air bubbles or warping or bumps. Everything comes out real nice. They're better built and cheaper than models you find on the home. Do you like scale models? I'm into sci-fi monsters like the ones you see in old Tokusatsu flicks. What I really want to do is some bird watching in the great outdoors or whale watching in the ocean. You can't do that sort of thing here. When I was a kid, Beyond was a safe place. That's why I decided to become a cop. I figured it wouldn't be a dangerous job. I had no idea. Sorry to hear that. Then all the dirtbags started showing up. Our job is get rid of as many dirtbags as we can. I figured Lorraine was up to that. I figured Lorraine was uptight. Ever since AP started up, we don't do anything of the dangerous work here. Drug busts that normal vice units do. It's more or less basic collars for us. It's not like I want a whole load of danger, but still, who wants to be stuck doing this capoeira? I'll show you my photo. I think the Policenauts are still cool. I don't care what anyone else says.
ジョナサン、それじゃあ BCP 内を案内しようか。
いいのか？
いいんだよ。お前を一人にする方が心配だ。びっくりするぞ。ここはホームの警察とはかなり違う。さあ、どこへ案内しよう。
We've got some things to analyze, so probably forensics. Ooh.
よう、ドクトル先生。
わしはビクトルじゃ。いつになったらちゃんと呼んでくれるんじゃ。
諦めた方がいい。エドは物覚えが悪いんだ。
お、誰じゃねその人は。
ジョナサン、紹介するよ。BCP の鑑識を担当しているビクトル・ユルゲンス先生だ。
よろしく。ジョナサン・イングラムだ。OLA で探偵をしている。
ほう、あんたがあの有名なイングラム飛行士？若い頃あんたの火星有人飛行の中継をワクワクして見ていたよ。そうか、戻ってきたんじゃな、あんたのホームに。よろしくな。
I'm a little bit worried by all the strange marks he's got on his gown, and that also worries me. What's this? This is my aid analyzer. What you see on the monitor is a visual representation of Aid's AI. I call him Gordy. He responds to my voice. Gorby's mood is translated into the screen. Who's he based on? Who's he based on? You? Nope, the last president of the Soviet Union. Oh, I get it. Okay. Hey, Gorby. I wouldn't bother. He's an AI to a point. He can tell you what's in the dirt on the shoes, but he can't talk, just blips and beeps. How are you doing there? He's processing something right now, actually. Okay. That's my friends. It's a clipping of the thesis. To be specific, the thesis. It was his famous academic journal on home. I decided to major in pathology after I read it. That paper changed my life forever. This is some amazing equipment. This is some amazing equipment you got here. Amazing? Think so? Well, amazing in the sense that they're all ancient analog devices. I've had these a long time. I still use them in my research. To be honest, I use my aid for most of my work. So they're made more for a collection. You could say that. I have a lot of memories of these. What's that? That's his arm. The hand contains sensors made out of materials like pressure-sensitive rubber and conductive silicon rubber. It allows him to determine the shape and composition of objects he's analyzing. Okay, let's actually engage with you. There's blood on your clothes. I should think so. I've had this gown since my first autopsy. It's in the blood of every single body I've plucked out over the years. I guess you could say it's part of their souls too. Victor, I'm listening. You are terrestrial. you'd have to be at your age, wouldn't you? I was born in Moscow, back when the socialists ran the country. That picture back there was taken around the time I was born. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, I went to America to study forensic medicine and later became a medical examiner. I've done autopsies on over 30,000 bodies throughout my career, and in my 40s I became interested in studying bodies in space and came over here. You should see the bodies you get in zero gravity. The decomposition stages are freaky stuff. Why did you become a forensic pathologist? Doctors deal with the living. There's always the possibility they'll screw up and kill the guy. You can't kill someone if they are already dead, can you? Forensic medicine is less stressful than your regular medicine, wouldn't you say? Okay, his job. My area of expertise is medical examinations, but with my aid I can perform most other analysis too. AP has its own science unit, so we're on a shoestring budget here. It's just me and Gordy. Gordy blimey. The further computer analyses progress, the less there is for people like me. Frankly, AP gets the most of the real work. I hardly ever get anything to do. Still just as good as any of them. All they ever do is throw things in their fancy shamanicum analyzers. You sounded just like Mirror and Dave. None of you guys are fans of AP. Aid. Can you tell me more about this AID thingy? AID is short for Auto Analysis Identification Device. It's an AI gadget for doing analysis. It's got a number of sensors like spectrograph, a gas chronometrograph, and a geotechnical surrounder. You make it yourself? Ha, are you kidding? I wouldn't even know where to start. AID and its analysis programs were created by somebody on home. He's a big head around here. He's a whiz when it comes to analysis. Doesn't make for much company though. Okay, let's talk about Hojo's disappearance. I'm actually here looking for a missing person. Supposedly he's already dead. Now, how possible would it be to transport his body outside the colony? You could never take a body outside beyond single-handed. They've got pretty tight security system in place. Would be easier to transport them out while they're still alive and kill them somewhere else. They're becoming stricter and stricter about space debris every year. What are you getting rid of a body outside? No. What about getting rid of a body outside the colony? Say the person had been dead for several weeks. Burning it would attract too much attention. Dumping it underwater wouldn't work either. They'd detect the gases released during decomposition. Well, it's kind of crude, but burying it might be the best way. The colony has several meters of soil in its surface areas to help protect against cosmic rays. You wouldn't smell it if you buried it at least 20 to 30 centimeters down. In any case, you could never hide a body or get it out without help from the Mafia. Have you any leads or anything? I have a few things that belong to him. Let's take a look at them. Okay. Let's start here.
ビクトル、調べてもらいたいものがあるんだが。
おお、なんじゃ。それか？
ああ、これもそうだが、もう一つある。
全部見せてみ。
The capsules and the leaf. Can you do it? I could never turn down a request from one of the Policenauts, could I? Don't tell anyone about them, okay, Doctor? Give me a little time. Shouldn't take too long. Thanks, Victor. No problem. I'll get started right away. Okay. Let him have a look at the Hojo picture. Who are these guys? They look Japanese. So that's Hojo. Doesn't look like the type who would just leave everything and take off. This is Kenzo Hojo. This is Kento Hojo, the man who's disappeared. This is for the guy that you're looking for. Anyone who wears glasses here has to be a terrestrial. Okay. What his mood is translated into screens. It's almost like he's alive in there. Okay. Move. Shooting range. Thanks for your time, Victor.
すごい地球なまりだ。安心するよ。
ビヨンズは冷徹に話すからな。地球のように流暢なアクセントがない。ここが BCP の射撃訓練場だ。
Really?
BCP では週2回の射撃訓練が義務付けられている。イヤープロテクターはその壁にかけてある。実弾を使うんでかなりの音になるんだ。
俺も使っていいのか？
構わんだろう。税関で銃の登録はしてるんだろ？
ああ、登録は済ませた。弾のライフリングまでな。
あの右の端末を使えば訓練プログラムが始まる。現れるマンターゲットの命中率と命中箇所が分かる仕組みになっている。ただしこのプログラムは無反動銃、つまりリフトガン用に設定されているからな。
リフトガン？
無重量でも使用できるように反動が抑えられている銃だ。このコロニーではほとんどの銃がこのタイプだ。弾丸が銃口を離れた瞬間に二次爆発を起こすんだ。ロケットのようにな。だから反動が生まれない。
銃口を出た後に爆発してよく狙いがずれない。
レーザーでターゲットをロックオンしてるからだよ。もう重心の役割はない。さらに銃に反動を吸収するシステムが組み込まれている。リフトガンはいかにロックオンするかが問題なんだ。実行プログラムはターゲットモード、トレーニングモード、コンバットモードの計3モードが用意されている。それぞれさまざまな状況を想定した特徴のあるプログラムが取り入れられている。昔ながらのメカトロニクスと最先端の立体映像、エレクトロニクスを駆使している。
それじゃ VR なのか？
いや、実戦に近づけるために VR は使っていない。銃も実弾を使う。安全性の追求だけでは訓練にはならない。軍でも銃の訓練に VR を採用していないのと同じだ。ここでは撃てば現実に風穴が開く。見た目は少し古い感じを受けると思うが、そこいらのバーチャルリアリティとは違う。そこのインテリジェントターミナルで選択すれば作動する。
Okay. This is the part of the trainer. You can select a program with this. Okay. Shooting practice. So what's target mode? Oh, I see. Hey. Score 65. That is mechanically impressive. $65 out of 100. Okay, I'm not so impressed. So, what did you think? You popped your BCP cherry. Okay, let's take a look. That was target mode. Circle target. I think you've gotten worse. I'm sure you can do better than that. I suppose you tend to be more critical when it's someone's first time. Practice makes perfect. Here's a hint for target mode. Should aim for the target's green area. The green area is worth 10 points. The other areas are worth between 1 and 5. With the circle target, the closer you are to the center, the higher the points. The white areas are only worth 1 point. Okay. No. No. There we go. So that's that one. Training mode. Okay. For trap balls. This would have been a nightmare on controller. Has a bit of a recoil. Reload. Oh, our points are going down the tube now.
Reload. Reload. Reload.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm hitting them. Uh-huh. Ooh. Ooh. Is that good? Got the feel for it. That was training modes. Man target. Nice. This is good score. That was your first time training mode. That was about what I expect for a first time out. You had one miss though. Wouldn't hurt to stop getting so many misses, really. I'll tell you something about training mode. Meryl comes here to shoot every now and then. That's her favorite mode. I wouldn't mind seeing what she's like.
なかなかやるね、ジョナサン。僕が見本を見せてやろう。
デイブか。珍しいな。お前がここに来るとは。
賑やかなんでね。トレーニングモードのレベル1か。楽勝だ。
Okay. I was on level 2. Oh, it's not me. Oh. He's got something about elbows. Oh no, he went for a leg there. Leg there. Leg there. Other leg. Oh, he's going for incapacitating shots. Is that the point that he's making? It's very weird just letting the game play itself. Open your eyes to shoot. Does help. You're reloading way too often. I'm guessing the point is that when I get into combat, I can incapacitate or kill. Is that what they're trying to demonstrate? It's gotta be.
お見事。
Huh.
人は殺さず最小限のダメージで逮捕することが重要さ。じゃあジョナさん。
Yep. Okay, that's where we're going with this. Easy to use, isn't it? So what's the last mode? Is this where we get Meryl turn up after I do it? Combat mode. What?
Reload. Reload.
Oh, there was a gun. Boink, boink. Oh, they're coming at me a bit quicker now.
Reload. Reload. Reload.
Oh, God, that's not good. I thought they'd throw in hostages or something.
Reload. Reload.
Ah. Oh, I got a medal. They're getting quicker.
Reload.
reload puts your timing off a bit. Just like till you run out of health. I've got 3 medals.
Reload. Reload.
Ooh. Oh, good. Level up. I must admit, I prefer this from the shooting on Snatcher. Hit rate 92%. Nice. Oh, I've got to hit something, haven't I? Here are the results from your 3rd round. That was your first time in combat mode. You're finding it difficult. You can't exactly call these good results. After level 18, you'll start to see civilian targets mixed in with criminal targets. If you shoot a civilian target, you'll lose a life, and that counts as a miss. Okay. Why don't I take you to the AP room now? That's enough for now.
ジョナサン、薬莢を拾っていけよ。リフトガンは薬莢が出ないんだ。苦情が殺到する。
なるほど。わかった。エドは訓練しないのか？
いいんだ。
どうして？お前の腕を久々に見てみたいな。
俺はうまくない。もう目が良くないんだ。
おかしなやつだな。
ここが BCP を支える AP 隊員の部屋だ。時代の最先端を行く主力部署だ。正面にいるのが AP の隊長であり、この BCP の本部長でもあるゲイツ・ベッカーだ。
ゲイツか。偉くなったもんだ。
30年ぶりだろう、ジョナサン。あいつも変わった。さあ、紹介しよう。
ゲイツ、久しぶりだな。
ジョナサン・イングラム。ジョナサンじゃないか。いつこっちへ？
ゲイツ、BCP 本部長だって。
ビッグボス。
おめでとう。嬉しいよ。
いや、みんなのおかげだ。私一人の力ではない。ジョナサン、あの事故の件は残念だった。あの鉛筆事故がなければ君がこの椅子に座っていたかもしれん。
その話はやめてくれ。
ま、同じポリスノーツとして大歓迎するよ。どうだ、観光はまだか？
いや、観光で来たわけじゃない。
で、どうした？
実は
ジョナサン、
人を探している。名前は北条健三。ビヨンドの徳川製薬社員だ。
徳川
？3週間前にこのビヨンドから姿を消した。捜査を依頼に来た彼のワイフは地球で殺された。
穏やかではないな。
本部長、私は。
ジョナサン、徳川が絡んでいるとなればことは単純では済まない。悪いが BCP として公には協力できん。その代わりエドを使ってくれていい。徳川に何かあれば最終的には我々が乗り出す。エド、北条の捜査に全面的に協力してやってくれ。ただし内密にな。
わかりました。
恩に着る、ゲイツ。
ジョナサン、歓迎はするが派手にはせんでくれよ。約束してくれ。
わかった。迷惑はかけない。
しかし久しぶりだな、まったく。
Right, so yeah, I think that's a nice place to call it. So let's go System, Save, and we go for this one. And this will be where I pick up next time. So if you've been watching this, thanks for watching. Till next time, have a good one.